What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I got to talk about a very sad story. An NFL player, a Dallas Cowboy defensive lineman by the name of Marshawn Kneeland. There was news that broke this morning that he had passed away. And there wasn't any details beyond that. And then sometime later, we find out that he took his own life. And he texted family goodbye. This mirrors a recent story I did in regards to an NFL player on this channel. I did a video about former NFL player Rudy Johnson. Shout out to everybody that watched that video and support that video. I spoke about Rudy Johnson. Rudy Johnson lost his battle with whatever depression or whatever mental health issues he had. And he took his own life. And now you have a young man in the prime of his life, NFL player, seemingly has a girlfriend, loving family, and he takes his own life. Now, I know the Cowboys haven't had the best season. They've had their struggles. It's not his fault. He's a young player learning on a team that doesn't have the best coaches defensively. And this is the second, well, you had a former player take his life. Now you had this situation with Marshawn. This is becoming bad. 24 years old, gone. Because he lost his fight with mental health. Let's get into the story. TMZ Sports has obtained police dispatch audio connected to Marshawn Kneeland's death, which reveals the Dallas Cowboys player told his family goodbye in an apparent mental health episode. The clip is from late Wednesday night. Operators in Texas are heard relaying information from Kneeland's girlfriend, who stated she received a concerning message from the 24-year-old and was trying to contact the defensive end's agent. The girlfriend said Kneeland was armed and had a history of mental issues. Now, should she have said that? And she was quoted saying he would end it all. The dispatch also stated that the NFL called Plano PD regarding one of its players, stating the subject is texting his family goodbye. Dispatch then mentioned being on the phone with the Dallas Cowboys. According to Frisco PD, Kneeland was involved in a pursuit around 10:39 p.m. and evaded troopers after an attempt to pull him over for a traffic violation. After losing track of Kneeland's car, officers found it minutes later and crashed on the Dallas Parkway. The athlete was nowhere to be found, with initial reports indicating he fled on foot. Kneeland's body was located around 1:30 a.m. with an apparent self-inflicted shot wound. The dispatch audio states Kneeland was found inside a portable toilet. That is... wow. What do you say to this? As previously reported, the former Western Michigan Bronco died on Thursday. Marshawn was a beloved teammate and member of our organization. The Cowboys said our thoughts and prayers regarding Marshawn are with his girlfriend Catalina and his family. I am shattered to confirm that my client and dearest friend Marshawn Kneeland passed away last night, said his agent Jonathan Persley. Persley added, I watched him fight his way from a hopeful kid at Western Michigan with a dream of being a respected professional for the Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn poured his heart into every snap, every practice, every moment on the field. To lose someone with his talent, spirit, and goodness is a pain I can hardly put into words. This is incredibly sad. Incredibly sad. He's a guy that, was put out there. I saw him play this year. I saw him play in a couple of games this year. He was a guy they were relying on after they made the trade for Michael Parsons. I don't know what triggered this. I know the Cowboys made some moves on defense. I don't think they would have affected him. A lot of times when these guys have these situations, there are things that are going on with them that have been going on with them for years, even before they got to the NFL. A lot of these guys deal with mental health issues probably for a very long time before they even get to this point. Now, in thinking about this, and I'm not here to point fingers, I'm just here to look at the triggers. Usually when you have somebody who has mental health issues, and it gets to this point where they take their own life, there's something going on personally or professionally. Now, his girlfriend reported that he was feeling like he was going to harm himself. That's what she told them, that she thought he would harm himself. He was armed. Did something happen between these two? You have to ask that question. No, because even with people who have mental health issues, they don't wake up one day. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because we've heard stories where they just want to end it all. Usually there are triggers. And the fact that his girlfriend knew before everybody else lets me know that there must have been some sort of argument, disagreement. He left the house, and that's why she contacted authorities. She knew he was armed, and she said that he said he would end it all. So what could have, and again, some people may not like me saying this, but we have to talk about this. A lot of times people who have dealt with mental health issues, there are certain triggers that will cause them to react this way. It can be personally, it can be professionally. We cannot rule that out. Some people are going to bring up CTE. I haven't heard anything about him having concussions. I just think that there's stuff going on that maybe we learn more about, maybe we won't. Maybe people will dig deeper into it. They need to. Because this is sad all around. And he was an active NFL player. It wasn't like he just got cut from the team or he couldn't get in the league. He had a job with the Dallas Cowboys. So what could it have been? Was it something on the field wise that triggered a lot of the mental health issues that that were dormant? Maybe he was something that was being treated. But it's a loss. 24 years old. And he's no longer here. This is why men's mental health matters. There are people that will try to act like men's mental health doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Because there's a lot of young men out here who are suffering in silence because no one either wants to believe them or they grew up in a culture where they're told to be tough and to work through it. There are people who can't do that. There are people who can't just work through it. There are people out there who are dealing with things psychologically. And all it takes is something to trigger it, and it can go bad really fast. So rest easy to Marshawn Kneeland, his family, and I'll see y'all next one.